my knees, hands on 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 my knees. When the liquor hit, then the bitch get tired. So my thigh shit, hands on my knees, thigh shit, thigh shit, thigh shit, hands on my knees. Look, I ain't even finna argue with a bitch. On my thigh shit.
What's up, YouTube? It's me again. I know you missed me. So today, this kind of like, I don't know what to call this. This just regular talk. I'm gonna be chopping it up while I take out my hair. I'll figure out what the title of this video is gonna be, but that's basically what I'm gonna be doing. I had posted on my Instagram, which y'all should follow me follow me, all that. But no, I had posted I had said to give me topics to talk about while I take out my hair. And so some people gave me some really good ones and some interesting ones. This probably be like the longest YouTube video I have on my motherfucking channel. Yeah. But like shit, for it won't be long, let's get into it. Whoop. Bam, period. So I already cut them, so it's easier for me to just take it out. And so, all right, let me tell y'all this too. So we gonna see how it turned out, if it's worth it. So for the girls, y'all know how we love how it looked, like the crinkles and like the crinkle look or whatever when you take out some braids or whatever, but then you gotta like wash your head so the crinkles is gone. And we be like, I wish that my hair would stay like this. So I had seen a post where somebody said, wash your hair with the braids in. You know, wash it good. Don't do that slice shit. That's nasty. Then you gonna still need to wash your hair. Like, vigorously wash your hair and let it air dry for like a day or so, and then, you know, take it out and see the results. So I'm also taking y'all on the experience with me. We gonna see if this shit really work. Alright, so let's get into this shit though. So the first topic somebody said was friendships and relationships. Off rip, my advice is to always value your friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I value the fuck out of my friends because they just so loyal. And they genuine friends. Like, a lot of people take the good friends and people in their life for granted and then be like, oh, why everybody be leaving my side? Well, are you a good fucking friend? Why you want good friends and shit? Are you showing your friends that I really appreciate you, I value you? Like, don't get fucking comfortable. Some motherfuckers get comfortable. Let me get a trash can. Some motherfuckers get comfortable and be like, oh, they'll never leave my side, and you start treating your friend crazy as hell. Nah. Because let me tell you, you start treating me crazy, this friendship is over. But, so really just value and appreciate your friends and also your significant other. Honestly, friendships and relationships tie into the same thing. So it's like everything I'm saying, you can put that towards a friendship or like an intimate relationship. Another thing I need to say for friendships and like relationships and stuff, y'all gotta be considerate of the other person. Like I said, I feel like a lot of people get too comfortable and be like, oh, they'll never leave my side. So then they start getting too comfortable and start treating you crazy. Like, no, we ain't doing that. We ain't motherfucking doing it. No. So, that's my input. Friendships are important. They are. They really are. It's important to know how to be by yourself, but it's also important to really have that person in your corner because, yeah, you don't want to be lonely all the time. And sometimes you just need that support in your corner. So, shout out to my friends. I love y'all. Love y'all to death. Period. But, yeah, I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but I gotta make sure y'all motherfucking hear me. So, like I said, basically, when it comes to friendships and relationships, value that person. value them. What else I say? Put them into consideration and show them your appreciation. Like, don't don't just be a receiver, be a giver too. Like, whether that's like physically, emotionally, mentally, like, just be there for your fucking friend. And if you praying and manifesting for like good friends and stuff, during that process of waiting, you need to check yourself as a friend. Are you a real friend? Are you a genuine person? And do you show the people that you love that? Ooh, okay. Not all that, but not too fucking much though. Well, yeah. So, alright, let's see. The next topic is healing. Man, that's a good one. So, healing. Healing is important, y'all. A lot of people don't take the time out to properly heal whatever fucking hurt them, whether it was losing a good friend or losing somebody, period, a heartbreak, all that. Like, a lot of people don't take that time to heal from that shit and then wonder why you're constantly in the same loop of bullshit, and it seems like the loop just gets fucking bigger, but it never stops. You didn't heal from that shit and you just jumped into the same shit just with a different person. Like, you never fully healed from that shit. Um, Healing is really important. So I always tell people, when you're going through something and you really are genuinely trying to start your healing process, the first step to healing is accepting whatever the situation was. That's what it is. Like, it's nothing we can change about it. It's nothing we can do about it. It's just acceptance. Like, you have to be like, you know what? I can't believe this shit happened, but it happened, and it is what it is. Um, and the next step is, honestly, the next step of like healing is getting to know yourself. That self-love. Anybody that know me personally know I'm such an advocate for self-love because it's important. Because I was taught at a young age from my mama, like, don't be expecting motherfuckers to stay around forever. Some motherfuckers, you outgrow people, you know what I'm saying? So you might not be with them. You have to learn to be okay with being by yourself. And I mean genuinely comfortable with being by yourself. So when it comes to like healing, take that time to get to know yourself and things like that. Do what make you happy. You know, go see what, go try new shit. See what you like to do. Some people, they might like reading, but that might not work for you no more. So you gotta find something else that you like to do. I always say it's something new you can learn about yourself every day if you explore it. So really get to know yourself and like just genuinely focus on you. Motherfuckers be like, yeah, I'm gonna focus on me, and then whatever it was, whether it's like cutting off a certain friendship or start fucking with somebody, like talking to them or like dating or whatever, they be like, yeah, I'm gonna just focus on me. And then 1 week or 2 weeks later, you go start fucking with somebody. Like, you ain't even give yourself a chance to heal, bro. Then you be like, why this keep happening to me? Because you ain't learned from it. Ooh, where the fuck the head at, child? So, and remember that healing is a process. Healing is not like, it's not no 1-2 days. Like, depending on the situation and depending on how dedicated you are to your healing journey, child, it could take a minute. It can. It could take months. It could take a year or two. But as long as you keep trying and you genuinely like, I'm trying to heal from this shit, it can be done. Like, a lot of people get discouraged and feel like they can never be healed from whatever they want to heal from. It's possible. I promise you it's fucking possible. Of course, in the midst of all the shit, it don't feel like it. And all my friends know and my family know, one of my quotes I live by is definitely, it's easier said than done. But I'm telling you, a lot of motherfuckers don't know, but I've been through some shit myself. And if I can overcome it, you can too. I know. I'm that girl, but like, I ain't no superhero. I ain't got no special power where I'm able to get over shit and nobody else can. So if I can, so can you. You just gotta find that strength. Or if you know you got that strength, activate that motherfucker. Poor. Activated. Activate. Alright. uh, the next topic, somebody said tips on getting over your ex. Yeah. Um, I feel like getting over your ex, like tips for that, it's like the same as the healing advice I was just giving, like, or speaking on so much. You ain't gotta look at it like advice. But, take it how you want it. But yeah, like I said, it's kind of like I said, it's the same thing. It's kind of like the same thing. First step, accepting that y'all, it ain't it no more, and it's okay. See me, I'm spiritual. I do believe in God, that He's real and He is genuinely powerful. So it's like I look at things from a spiritual perspective, and so when I go through something like that, like trying to get over my ex, I accept it. I'm like, all right, God, this might not be the person that you want me to be with, and that's okay. Like, it is what it is. It's a little hurtful because damn, really like this man, but it is what it is. Or sometimes I do believe in the saying, like, the right person but the wrong timing. Like, you gotta accept that too. Um, I ain't saying the will and hope on that part, because that can really get your hopes up, but it could be possible. So just accepting whatever the situation is, whether uh they cheated, or they just was like, I don't want to be with you no more, or whatever the case may be. Just accept that that's what the fuck it is, and then go through that healing process of getting over that, and start doing stuff that you want to do, that you like to do. Get to know yourself. And me, I didn't realize that's what I do until, like, I was talking about it with one of my friends, because that's just something naturally I would do. I like being around my loved ones, family and friends. It's just simply like, I guess, especially for us females, when we go through a heartbreak, we instantly feel like unloved and things like that. We feel like, oh, we dramatic. We be like, child, nobody love me. If he don't love me, nobody love me. And then I get around my friends and I get around my family, particularly my cousins. Shout out to my cousins. Love y'all. Um, and I feel that love that I feel like I was missing just from that one man. So go out and be with your loved ones, even if you might not have the money to go out. Like, you know, tell them pull up. You pull up on them, whatever the case may be. Just, I know you want to be around love. So, if it's possible, kick it with your loved ones. That's what I do. And I be feeling so much better. But don't use that as just that one coping mechanism, because I mean, you ain't got to, but me, at some point, I gotta go home. I want to get my bed. So, so, but that's when I use that time. When I go home from being with my loved ones, I use that time for my self healing and things like that. So, accepting it, genuinely go through the healing process, and be around loved ones. That's my advice. Or also, shit, y'all know I got my own business. I definitely will, when I'm like by myself, my alone time. Sometimes I use heartache as ammo to grind, like, to really. I'll start focusing on my business more. Like, shit, fuck this man. How can I get some more money in my pocket? Because he wasn't providing it anyway. And I see what I see. But nah, for real. So use that as ammo towards something positive. Whether you do want to start a business or you do have a business, use that and, like, turn out heartache into, like, grind mode. That's usually what I do too. Like, you know, it's okay to cry. I ain't gonna say, like, sit here, don't cry about it and things like that. That come with the healing process. Like, it's not easy. The healing process is not easy, but you can get through it. And when God testing you, don't run back to that fucking man. Okay, we have all done it. Like, you be thinking like, oh, it's different this time. God was just testing to see if you still stupid. God just testing the shit out you, see if you still retarded. And sometimes we be like, I'm still slow. But don't fall for it, y'all. It's not worth it. Most of the time, these niggas ain't bringing shit to the table. Anyway, is this my real hair? Oh, that's a braid. Let me see. Child, sometimes I can't tell. That's why I be cutting it so low. Because I got a lot of hair. I talked all that shit into this little piece. Ooh. But, alright, so the next topic is... Somebody said shrooms. Okay, so... I have a friend that she does shrooms, and like all of my friends, whether it's like they real cool associates or like my immediate friends, we all talked about it or they have done it, and I do want to try it, but that's definitely that one thing where I gotta be somewhere, probably with just my immediate friends, and I would try it. I heard that it's definitely you definitely gotta be in the right mind space when you take it and stuff like that. I would try them, but I want to be somewhere secure. Cause child, I cannot come home to my mama like that. She's like, "What the fuck wrong with you?" I'm like, "Girl." And so I would definitely try them. I heard it's definitely given what maybe 9, 10 out of 10. Some people it's like an 8 out of 10, but I just be hearing like you really can't be in your head and all this other stuff about that shit. So yeah. What's the next topic that I wrote down? I feel like I'm talking about this shit too fast, but it's just that simple. Like I don't know if y'all wanted me to go deep into shit, but shit be so simple, y'all. Like, oh my gosh. And I do it sometimes too. Half the time we drag shit out. Like we be thinking it's so the end of the world and shit like that. And it just be so simple. Now actually I get it. Actually doing the steps that I'm telling you for all these different topics, it's definitely easier said than done. But it's really simple when you really put your mind to it and really dedicate yourself to doing it, whether it is the healing process and things like that. Like it's really easy, y'all. Like find something positive to fucking do. Damn, go read a fucking book. But no, seriously, I started back reading it and I enjoy it so much. I love reading. And I journal. That's a part of it. How did I end up going back to healing? Because I feel like a lot of people need that. Like a lot of people are going through things and has been through things that they don't know how to properly heal from shit. Child, like, and so it's simple, honestly. Like it's simple. Like it genuinely is. You just gotta dedicate that time to yourself. How you was dedicating all that time to that friendship or that relationship, like you gotta dedicate that same time to your healing. And next thing you know, you'll realize like, damn, I'm over this motherfucker. Like I can definitely see him pop up on my timeline, For You page, whatever the fuck the case may be, or see him out in the street and I don't feel no fucking emotion. Like that's when you know you healed from a person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you can hear a certain word and whatever you've been through that used to trigger it, you can hear that word and you not triggered no more. That's healing. And I really hope that whoever watched this video, whatever you need to heal from, that you heal from it. You gotta put in that work though. Period. You definitely got to. Like I said, God ain't no genie. You just ain't gonna be like, God help me heal. And 2 days later, you heal from whatever you been through. Hell no, he don't work like that, fool. He don't work like that. He not no damn genie. This ain't Aladdin. This ain't no motherfucking Aladdin. A whole new world. Okay, yeah, and some months. Alright, I play too much. So what I'm talking about? We about to get into them story. We about to get into the motherfucking story time. Somebody wrote, your first time smoking. Man. First off, let me tell y'all. So, I first started smoking because I had went through a heartbreak. And I didn't know how to properly heal from that. And the people I was kicking it with at that time, this was like, it was 10th grade. Yep. At this time, I that's what my friends was doing when they be sad and depressed about shit and whatever. They just went through a heartbreak. They fucking self. They go, they go hit a J. So, and it's crazy 'cause I used to be like, I ain't never gonna smoke and all this other stuff. See, I learned to shut the fuck up with that never, never shit. Cause baby, you will. You will, or you gonna go through it at some point. It ain't gotta be a consistent thing, but don't ever say never, okay? What's that song? Never say never. Y'all know who I'm talking about, Jaden Smith and fucking Justin Bieber. Ooh, child. I hit you with a throwback. Um, but yeah, so my first time smoking was like 10th grade. I was like 15. I just went through like the most hardest heartbreak I had to go through. I like Shanae. But I went through the hardest heartbreak I feel like I ever had to like really go through and experience. So, and so my friends, I remember they was like, I think they was leaving school or it was like after school. And I was like, let me come smoke with y'all. They was like, for real, Moochie? I was like, yeah, I need it. I'm still going through this heartbreak, da da da. And they was like, all right, yeah. So y'all, I ain't know, I was a dummy. Like, I ain't know how to properly smoke. Like, I'm a little slow. So it's like, I ain't put two and two together like, bitch. You smoke how you breathe. You inhale, exhale that motherfucker. So I used to like, I used to hold, like, I used to hit the J and then, like, just hold the smoke in my mouth and then blow out. Like, I never inhaled. Like, no. Like, so I remember it was, like, a group of us, and they, like, I literally, like, could see, like, they was, like, literally standing right in front of me. It was like, Moochie, because you're not going to keep wasting the fucking gas. They said, Moochie. They said, hit the J. I hit it. They said, breathe in. They be like, okay, breathe the fuck out before you die. And I breathe out, and then that's how I got the hang of it. And so that was like my first time smoking. It was like 10th grade, going through the heartbreak, and they had to teach me the basics. Bitch, breathe the fuck in like you want to fucking get some oxygen in. And yeah, so that was my first time smoking. The other one said, your first time having sex. Oh my god, that shit was stupid. Like, that's probably like the funniest, dumbest story ever. So, okay, look. So, I lost my virginity to, he was my ex-boyfriend. Like, well, I ain't even give him the nookie when he was my nigga. Like, I gave it to him like months later. And me being delusional, I don't know what female need to hear this, but baby, he don't want you lose that sense of hope us females be having for whatever the fuck reason, thinking like, oh, he want this pussy forever, so we gonna be together forever. Nah, baby. So, so I ain't gonna of course say his name, but the boy or whatever, he was older than me too. So he came over, whatever. My mom was at work. My aunt was gone. And so he came over. And, you know, we, at the beginning, we just chilling at first and stuff like that. Then he started asking me, like, ain't you a virgin? And all this other stuff. And I was like, yeah. And then, next thing you know, he started, like, rubbing on me. He started rubbing on me, and then next thing you know, he was rubbing on me. Next thing you know, his fingers was in my cootie cat, and I was like, "Oh, okay, never experienced that. I like it." So then, after he fingered me or whatever, he gave me some head, and I was like, "Ooh, I think this is my new favorite part of sex. This shit feel good." I was like, "Damn, I can only imagine what the dick feels like, cause the head fat." The head was good, y'all. The head was good, definitely. Um, so then, he come up and he kissing me or whatever, and as we kissing, he like slide that motherfucker in. So it was like when you lose your virginity, it's like a painful sensation for us females. Like it hurt, but it's like, ooh, don't stop, because it feel good at the same time. Like only females know what I'm talking about. So if you a man watching this or a male watching this, you ain't gonna fully understand. But yeah, when us girls lose our virginities, me personally, it felt good, but it hurt, of course, because you know, I just lost my virginity. Just popped that little ass hymen. Ain't being phased. But yeah. And so at that time I had like a little twin size bed, and I had oh, this it right here, y'all. This was the bed. I got a bigger bed now, and I got a new bed or whatever. But this was the bed. Like the headboard and everything. This is the bed that I lost my virginity on. I didn't even think to show y'all. That's crazy. But okay, so y'all see that part. So after missionary, he told me, turn around and get on all fours. So he's standing up like this. And I'm like on the bed on all fours, like with my head against the headboard. Y'all. Tell me why I'm damn near about to get myself a concussion. Trying to get some penis. That's nasty. So I'm sitting here he hitting me from the back or whatever. And as he's hitting me, my head is hitting the fuck out the headboard. I'm like, oh, I don't like this part. I'm saying, but it's like the sex is good, but because I'm in this position, I'm about to fucking knock myself out. So I had to so I'm sitting there my head, my hand on my forehead, and it's I'm stopping my head from banging against the shit. And so I was like, yeah, this is awkward. I can't wait for this to be over, because I feel like I look stupid. He gonna look up at me and be like, why that bitch fucking hand on her forehead? Because I'm sitting here not trying to give myself a fucking concussion. I'm trying to sit here and not give myself a concussion. A concussion. What? A concussion, child. If that's it, right? If I didn't, y'all know what the fuck I said. And so yeah, that was my first time, and then per usual, I hope y'all did that, but went to go pee, and then yeah, it was over. And that was my first time. I ain't going into details on what age I was. No, that's not y'all business, because I used to be a little fast, and I don't want y'all all in my business like that. That's not too fucking much. Not too fucking much. Okay. Oh, when you became a godmother. Wow. Let me tell y'all my side of the story, okay? So, I was the first one to know my best friend was pregnant. And it was crazy because I used to think she was just being dramatic and shit like that, because we'll be on the phone or something like that, and then she'd be like, best friend, I think I'm pregnant. And I used to be like, girl, shut the fuck up. I used to be like, best friend, you're overthinking this poo. Ain't no way. And she was like, and then for a while she used to be like, yeah, maybe I am overthinking it. But then it'd be the next time we talk, or probably a week or two after she first told me, she was like, nah, bitch, I think I'm pregnant. And so I remember, because at that time she was living with her sister. So I went to my cousin's house. I had bought her a pregnancy test, and went to my cousin's house. I snuck the pregnancy test in the house for her. So they think I was genuinely stopping by, because I could have acted like oh, I'm dropping something off for somebody and left, but I did want to spend time with my cousins, but my main objective was to get this pregnancy test to her. So what the fuck? So I'd be like, hey y'all, da da da. I was like, where my best friend at? And so she was like, I felt like we was doing a drug deal, child. She was like, "You got it," and I was like, "Yeah." Like, and so it was just crazy. Like, Mo, she had me fucking shook the fuck up more than her, and so I think it was what next time I talk to her, cause all my friends and family tell you I don't be on the phone too much, like, and I don't pop out too much no more. But I think it was like a couple weeks later after I talked to her, and I was like, "So, bitch, what the test say?" And she looked at me, and by her face, I knew she was dead ass. It wasn't no fucking playing, none of that. She was like, "They positive, I'm pregnant." And I think also she ended up, just to confirm it, she went to the doctor and she got that confirmation that she was pregnant. And um she's so fucking ghetto. She didn't even ask me. Of course, I was gonna say yes regardless, but she didn't even ask me. She was just like, "Bitch, you a godmother," and I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Oh, okay, great." And so that's how I found out I was gonna be a godmother. And when I became a godmommy, that shit is crazy. I was like, "Oh, my girl pregnant." And let me tell y'all something about my best friend. My best friend, you know, like the best friend duo, the one that want kids in the family, and then the one that be like, "Yeah, I'm straight off that shit." She is the one that be like, "I'm straight off that shit," and she ends up getting pregnant. I always say it's the main people that be like, "I don't want no fucking kids," and they end up having kids, and I be like, "Child." But shout out to my best friend real live, cause she really doing that mommy shit. I love seeing her in mommy mode. Like, she'll tell you, I just be giggling when we on the phone, and she just on her mommy shit, and I'm so proud of her. You know, we would have talks and be like, she'd be like, "Bitch, I'm nervous," and I'm like, "Why you nervous, Pootie? You got this shit. It's okay." So it's definitely, that's probably the first time me and my best friend was like, well, she was more like emotional with me. So I knew I had to be there for her. But shout out to you, best friend. You doing that mommy shit, girl. I mean, my goddaughter got the attitude of both of us mixed, so I get it. Like, she really be testing you, but you got that shit. And she love you. And keep fucking doing what you doing. Period. Don't let nobody try to check you on your mommy shit. Like, bitch, you know how you want to raise your daughter. Child, period. So shout out to you, Pooh. Love you. Alright. Ooh, the last one. So, two people actually told me this. Talk about my my trials and tribulations, man. All right. So it's crazy, sis. If you follow me, you seen it. One, my asshole little brother go talk about some motherfucking crime on camera. But honestly, that might be possible when I talk about my trials and tribulations, man. Cause man, I've been through things that I didn't imagine I would go through. So, but with this one, what I'm the one I'm going to start with, um, it's going. I actually recently went through this, and I'm still in the middle of the healing process of it, but I feel like I am on that verge from being healing to healed. So I'm okay with I'm open and okay with talking about it, but I might definitely shed some tears because it's just like, damn, I thought I'd never get through that shit. So I will start by saying, like, I wasn't an OD like sheltered child. Like, my mother ain't hide certain shit from me, like, of the world and things like that. But at the same time, I grew up pretty good to like where I really didn't have to, especially financially, worry about shit on my own. Like, but I'm also an independent person. Like, I want to be able to take care of myself and genuinely be okay and be stable. Um, so since the beginning of 2022, it's just been a shit show. It's just been a shit show. Um, so I fell into a depression and things like that because I just wasn't where I wanted to be in life. Like, I have genuine like life goals for myself, and it just was like I felt like I wasn't moving. Like, I felt like I was just stuck at my shitty job. I'm not at that job no more. I'm pretty kudos to me. Um, but I had like a overworking, overwhelming job that didn't pay me enough for the labor that you put me through. Um, I was like, I ain't had no discipline when it come to spending and things like that. So it's like my stupid ass in here, freaking. It just felt like, okay, let me see. Cause it's like, where do I start? Cause it's just so much shit. Okay, I'll start with the fact that my job didn't pay me enough for, like, for example, like the lifestyle I wanted and things like that, and the lifestyle I'm going to have. Period. Um, and so more responsibilities came about, and it felt like, damn, I can't have my money to myself worth shit. And I had to like take on my own insurance. I had to start being a big girl. I had to start being a grown woman. And that shit made me nervous because financially I wasn't prepared to be like grown and take care of myself, but I wanted to so bad because I didn't want to always depend on my parents to fucking help me with shit. And so, like I said, I have goals and shit like that. And I just felt like I wasn't moving. Like I wasn't landing no new jobs. I would apply for new jobs and things like that. I wasn't getting nothing. Um, my job overworked the fuck out of me. So I told them to cut back on my hours because my mental state is more important than that. Because if I'm mentally not here, I can't fucking work regardless. So, but of course, the consequence or the backfire of me requesting to cut back hours, less fucking pay. You already wasn't paying me that much. And so I just would constantly ask God, like, what is the next step for me? Like, I don't like feeling like just stand still. And I don't like that shit. Because, like I said, I have goals, I have a future to get towards. And everything that was going on within the world, like, people my age, like, dying just from numerous shit, just because another motherfucker killed them, or medical shit and things like that. Like, life was genuinely too short. And so that scared the fuck out of me. And so I ended up falling into a depression where I was just like, bro, like, do I even have a purpose here on earth? Like, it's to the point I would tell God, like, I sit there and be like, God, if I don't have no purpose, don't wake me up. And legit go to sleep and hope I didn't get up. Like, that shit was crazy. And just like how when I finally told people what I was going through, I never expected you to go through something like that. Me fucking either. Me either. I am known to be like the strong friend, the joyous friend, like, you know. So I'm always there for other motherfuckers and things like that. I'm usually able, even though I don't do it no more, I'm usually able to handle my loved ones' burdens because I didn't have too many, but I started having my own burdens and then still tried to have the nerve to hold theirs too. And it's like the enemy was definitely attacking me in the aspect like everything I wanted, he would firstly tell me, like, you ain't getting that shit. That love life you want, you ain't getting there. Ain't nobody gonna want you. Niggas just gonna want to fuck you. And that's it. And they ain't gonna want nothing deeper with you. Nothing else. They just gonna want to fuck you. You might get that kid you want, but you ain't gonna get that family you want. He ain't gonna want to be with you. He don't give a fuck. Or, you know, that lifestyle, that successful lifestyle you looking at, you ain't getting that. You ain't fucking getting it. He was like, little luxury blinks, that ain't popping off ever like you think. Like, he would constantly tell me, and my stupid ass was sitting there listening to it. And so it made my depression worse. It made me angry. I'm not an angry person. I'm genuinely not. If you personally know me, you know I'm not no angry person. And it made me angry. It made me like, I never cried myself at night by myself so much in my life. I cried almost every night for months. Like, this went on for months. This happened since, I want to say, January of 2022. It's October now, and I'm just finally starting to heal. That's crazy. So think about that. I've been going through this since January, and it's October, and I'm just starting to heal. And it was just like, I just felt like I was in this like loop of bullshit that I could not get out of. Like, and it seemed like it was just shit added to the loop that I could not, like, I couldn't shake it or nothing. Like that one meme picture with a nigga is like on the ground and they be like, this me, and then it's the motherfuckers, it's like a cartoon and they jumping him and it's everything that's jumping them. That's genuinely what I felt like. I felt like everything was like jumping my ass at one, and baby, they was winning. They was fucking me up, like, and that made me more mad because I was like, I know I got the strength to fucking fight back, but like, I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired. Like, I knew I was getting to my breaking point when I told my mama. I text my mama because I was thinking about killing myself. I wanted to overdose. I wanted to pop so many pills and just die. I did. And I told my mama, like, Mama, I love you, but I'm tired. I'm tired. She like, what the fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? As a mother, you don't want to hear that from your child, but that's what I felt. And I was gonna do it. I was. And then my mom, she instantly came to my room and talked to me, and I just cried to her, and I was like, Mom, I wanna kill myself. Like, I don't wanna be here no more. I don't feel like I'm supposed to be here. Um And the only reason why I've been honestly sticking around is for my loved ones, particularly my parents and family, and then like my immediate friends, because I'm just like, I do feel like that shit is like a chain reaction. Like, I do feel like a loved one of yours killed themselves, you'd be like, damn, what the fuck? That shit hurt you. Now you feel like, damn, is it really any purpose in life? And now you want to kill yourself. Like, and so I didn't want that, and I didn't want my loved ones to have to go through that heartache over something that I felt like it felt worth it, but deep down I knew it wasn't worth it. But I wanted to do it so bad. I wanted to kill myself so bad. That shit is so crazy. Like, I never would have thought suicide to even really cross my mind, and me dwelling on it like that. And I end up I end up getting some help. I end up starting to go to therapy and things like that. And it was helpful here and there, but it still wasn't enough, if that made sense. So it wasn't until, I want to say, right after my job had closed and I would just be like in the house. I remember telling myself, like, I cried in the mirror and I looked at myself in that mirror and I was like, we gotta get our shit together. Like, I mean, I'm like legit talking to myself, like, we gotta get our shit together. You better than this, you stronger than this, you are beautiful and things like that. Cause like I said, also to double back how he was attacking me when it came to my love life. I am a simp and a lover girl. I want to be in a relationship. I want to be in a committed relationship, healthy relationship. Um, and I did start like getting a jealous like spirit about me, where I would be on social media and I see like all these happy couples and shit like that, and I'm like, God, they probably don't even believe in you, like, and you sitting there blessing them. Anybody that know me know I wanted to travel so bad. Like, I love to travel. I wanted to travel so bad. I was like, you sitting here blessing motherfuckers that don't even probably pray to you or even thank you for the shit that you gave them, and you sitting there constantly blessing them. And why can't I have that right now? I want to be able to live it the fuck up in my 20s. I feel like I'm being tortured in my fucking 20s. That shit is crazy. And so it made me walk away from God. It did. And I didn't realize, of course, at that time, it felt like he left me when really, in reality, I was walking away from him like a dummy. And I didn't realize that. So, fast forward to where I was at, I was going through all that. And it was to the point where I said, you know what? I'm stronger than this. Ain't nobody about to keep dealing with this type of shit. And I started virtually going back to church. Getting more into with my word and things like that. Praying more. I asked God to forgive me for like just walking away from him. And I started my healing process. I started this a little after I left Jockey, and that was the 7th of September. And I did that, and I started my healing process. I started reading again. I started journaling. And so at that time, of course, I felt like, oh, like, okay, I'm getting better. And then, like, I want to say a week before my vacation, I went through that shit again. And I was like, bro, you know what? I ain't even about to deal with no shit and things like that. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to enjoy my vacation and things like that. And so I went on my vacation. I really enjoyed myself. I was gone for like 2 weeks. Well, ain't no like. I was gone for 2 weeks. And I had talked to my cousin and things like that. Like we was texting or whatever. And she had asked me, she was like, how was your trip and things like that? Because at this point, my family, my mother, she did tell my family what I was going through and reaching out to me and things like that. So they knew what I was going through. And okay. And so I remember her like asking me, you know, how was your trip and things like that? And I was like, I really enjoyed myself. It's something that I really did need at this time and things like that. And she was like, yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. You really needed that time to relax and reset. And for some reason, that reset button, like that reset word really like stuck out to me. And I remember hearing, I don't remember if it was my pastor or another pastor, because I be watching my pastor, which is Apostle Mike Freeman, period, the GOAT, the GOAT, and I said what I said. Or I'll watch my girl Joyce Myers. That's my girl. Love them. They're great. And I remember one of them saying in a lesson, like, it's okay to start over. Of course, we don't want to think about starting over from scratch or like from the beginning, but sometimes you need to. So when she said reset, I remember just turning off my TV and just talking to God. Like I said, genuinely asking for that forgiveness of like walking away, opening, you know, your arms back to me with grace and mercy. And it was crazy. This is a little sidetrack, but as soon as I prayed that, my verse of the day was, I'll never leave nor forsake you. So when I prayed that, it was like he was telling me, I never left. Even when you tried to walk away, even when you walked away, you was tiptoeing away, but like you still walked away. I never left. I was right there where you left me, and I knew you was gonna come back, type shit. So, so when she said that reset, I had prayed. I said, I remember praying like, God, I want to repent, and I'm sorry for leaving your side like that. When I'm sitting here talking about you got the nerve to leave me, I left you, and I'm sorry about that. I was like, and I started praying for thank you for my peace and things like that. Because once you already pray for something, it already saying the word that it's done. It's done. Is it going to be right there in your face right away? Nah. But that's where what we call manifesting and having faith that it's already happening. So I didn't ask for peace. I already thanked him for my peace. I didn't ask or pray for that successful lifestyle that I want. I thanked him for it. So it came more from, and I remember in my prayer, I kept saying, I'm ready to start fresh and reset. And that's what I did. I'm currently not working. I'm not. Of course I ain't just sitting on my ass. Like, I am out here applying for jobs and things like that. And so, but I'm taking this free time. It's not really free time, but it's free time, because until something come back to a motherfucker hit me up, what I'm gonna do? So I just been taking this time as my healing time. Like I said, I started reading, I started journaling. It's a scripture that it does tell you to like cast all your worries. And I feel like when I'm going through my stuff, I was only casting like the big ones or the small ones. He said cast all that shit. Well, he didn't say that. Don't try to look it up and be like, he didn't say shit. Like, y'all know he didn't say shit. But he said cast all your worries to him. And so I did. And I've been at peace ever since. And it's like, I'm thankful for it, to the point where it's like I said, I thought I'd never get out that shit. And I can talk about it so calmly because I realized a lot of people, especially people that believe in God, God tests his children. He will test us in the aspect we be like, oh God, yes, I have faith in you. I trust you. You are the Almighty. Da da da, all that good stuff. He gonna test you. He gonna let you go through some shit and be like, oh, you claim you got faith in me. You claim you trust me. Let me test that. I'm gonna lift my finger. I'm gonna lift like 1 or 2 fingers off of you, and I'm gonna let this happen. Let's see who you call on like you supposed to. Let's see. And the beauty about God is, this is not like college or school or anything. It's never too late to pass that test that he got you going through. Whatever your trial is that he got you going through, it feel like it's forever because you're not putting in the work. You asked him for something, but he like, I asked you and told you to trust and have faith in me. Did you do that? You gotta also put in the work too. Like I said, this not no just Houdini genie shit. Like, you just pray for the storm to be over and it's over. Like, you gotta do that. You gotta genuinely spiritually fight back. Like, because the enemy will attack you. And I used to know, like, don't get me wrong, I knew he could attack me, but did I ever think he would full force, like, have him and all his little goons jump the fuck out of me like that? No. I thought it was going to be a cool little one-on-one and I just spiritually knock his ass out. Nah. God let him jump me a little bit. But it was that test. It was like, damn, who you going to call on? I told you to call on me. So now that you're going through this, instead of calling on me and casting your worries and things like that to me, like I told you to, you just going to walk away? That's crazy. But God is a forgiving God. So that's why I instantly apologized for walking away from him. And then had the audacity to be like, no, you walked away from me. I took accountability. A lot of y'all don't know how to do that. And I said what I said. A lot of y'all need to learn how to do a lot of y'all need to know how to take accountability. And I said what I said. And we can get into that after this, but I'm still going through my healing process. I still have my moments where I look at a pill bottle and the enemy instantly like, don't you want to see what it feel like to overdose? Go ahead, pop them pills. And I'd be like, hell nah, life is great. What? So I'm consistent with it. Like, I'm consistent. I usually like to read during the day and things like that. Like when I'm just in the house chilling, nothing, or something like that. Or watch a sermon from either, like I said, Apostle Michael, Joyce Myers. And I use that free time to build my bond that I have with God even stronger. And it gives me that peace of mind that I had asked for months ago. But I had to put in the work. I had to go out and figure out what bring me peace. What's gonna bring me that joy that I'm looking for. So that was probably the most major trial. I hope I wasn't all over the place with it, but I feel like I was. But look, you'll grasp it. Hopefully, I hope somebody grasp it, because I know the people that use that topic, it was for you, or you could have been the person that asked for somebody else, and you don't realize it. And so just know that you can get through your storm if you really like just cast your worries to God. He got you. But you ain't gonna just use and finesse him. He wants you to ask for it. And just know when you ask for that peace of mind and things like that, that he got you and he gonna do it. This wasn't what I really used that for. But. So, damn, this motherfucker almost an hour long. I'm just chatting. But that was probably my biggest trial. But I got through that shit. I went through my storm. I finally passed my test. And I've been at peace since. Period. Another time was like, it was kind of the same thing, but it was more so pertaining to after I graduated, I didn't want to go to school. I was like, child, I did what, 12 years of this shit? Like, give me a fucking break. We not doing no more 4 years of this extra ass shit. So I was like, I'm just gonna go to work. I fell into a depression about that because nobody was fucking hiring. Like, I applied everywhere. Like me, I don't have nothing against people that work fast food, but I know myself and I know my attitude. I wouldn't be able to handle it. It's too rushy. Um, it don't be worth it half the time. I feel like the customers within fast food is worse than retail, like slightly by like a point or two. Like I was like, I wouldn't be able to handle it. I'd probably get too fucking overwhelmed. And so, um, it was to the point I was even applying for fast food places, and I was just like, God, like, why are you making me go through this? And I just had that bad habit of questioning him. But I'm a curious person. I want to know what's the reason for shit. So you tell me to pray and have faith that, you know, whatever I want, it shall come to pass. Okay, I want this job. Why ain't nobody hiring yet? Why ain't nobody hiring me? And things like that. And so I fell into a depression. That was my first time experiencing depression, where I knew I was depressed because, first off, anybody that know me know I'm scared of the dark. I would sit in my room all day, all night, no TV, no light, nothing. I just wanted to sit in darkness. I didn't want to go to church. I didn't want to socialize. I didn't want to be around people. The main thing that set it off for my mom when she realized I was depressed, child, I wasn't eating. Child, anybody know me know I'm finna eat. So the fact I wasn't eating, she was like, oh no, it's something wrong with my baby. What the hell going on with you? I mean, she like, you want Chipotle? And I'm like, no, I don't want it. I don't want nothing to eat. And it's just like, what the fuck? And it's crazy with that story. See, like me, I like having money in my pocket, but I like it more when it's my money. And my parents ain't gotta be like, I gave you that 20. Nah, I earned this fucking 20. This my shit. I work for this. So I didn't want to ask them for money, especially to keep going out. Because first of all, I know how my mama is. My mama would be like, girl, ain't nobody gonna keep giving you 40, 60 to $100 every week for you to go out. Okay, that's why I want my own money for I can do it myself. And I was like 18 at the time, by the way, because this was 2018 when I graduated high school. And I was talking to this boy at the time, and he wanted to go out with me so bad, y'all. And I wanted to go out with him too, but my mother always taught me never go out with no bread in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what could happen in case of an emergency. And I'm still like that to this day. Like, but I don't trip about it no more. Like, if I don't got no bread in my pocket, I will faithfully stay in the house like it's nothing. I'll stay home. So, and also The older I got, the more I low key became a homebody. Honestly, like I love being in the house. Um, if I can, I would definitely be in the house. I'll pop out definitely here and there, but I, baby, I legit, you know, you like live in the house. Yeah, I legit live in the house. Like I don't be going nowhere for it. Um, but he wanted to go out with me so bad, and I don't like telling people when I'm down bad, cause that's I don't want you to see that side of me. I feel like that's a vulnerable thing for me, like being down bad, and I don't like being vulnerable in front of people, especially a motherfucker that I don't really know or a boy I like. Like he gonna be like, "Bitch, you a bum," and I'm like, "No, just times is hard." So, um, I remember it was crazy. Like I had finally told my ex best friend. Of course, she was my best friend at the time, but I had told my ex best friend, I was like, I had finally got back, like talking and things like that. She had called me and was like, "What's going on with you?" and things like that. And I'm like, "Bitch, I've been depressed. Like I ain't been working and things like that." And I'll be like, because before I fell into that depression, I had been talking to the boy and things like that, and she would ask. And I told her, I was like, I mean, look, he did want to go out with me, but I'm not going to go because I ain't got no money of my own. And so I'm not about to link with him and go out with him, and I ain't got no money in my pocket. And so he, she ended up reaching out to him for me and was like, look, and it's like it worked out, but I really didn't like the fact that she did that. Like she reached out to him and told him not my detailed situation, but she basically said like financially she's down bad right now, and that's why she don't want to go out with you. But she really do like you, and she really do want to go out. It's just the fact that she don't got her own money in her pocket right now, so she don't want to leave the house. And so he was very sweet and understanding, because then he reached out to me and he was like, because I was still like texting him. I had to keep him around, child. He ain't around no more, but I had to keep him around. Um, and he reached out to me and was like, hey, so look, your best friend reached out to me and she told me why you been kind of like hesitant with like linking with me and stuff like that. And he was really sweet to the point. He was like, if money is really the situation in the case, you ain't gotta worry about that. Like, when we link up, I take care of all that shit. When you want something to eat, when you want whatever we do, just know you ain't gotta worry about the money part. I got it. So of course I'm like, oh, that kind of turned me on, child. He got money, and he really did, y'all. I ain't gonna sit here and just hype him up. He really did have money, and so I was like, so he was like, so we gonna link up here and things like that. He was like, at this time, and then yeah, I see you then, cause now I ain't going for no excuse. And I'm sitting here like, of course it's like, oh, I like the energy, so I'm like getting low key turned on, but I'm low key mad that she even did that shit, because it's like, then I tell you, don't tell nobody my motherfucking business. Shit. Then I tell you, don't tell my motherfucking business. So why you telling people my business? But I get it in the aspect that I assume and I do believe that for that situation her intentions was genuine, and it was to really like bring some type of happiness, to what I was going through, like to my world at that time, because my world felt like it was in fucking shambles. Um and so I had to sum it up, because we was talking about me going through depression again. To sum it up, the same thing that I'm doing now, I had to do it back then. In the aspect of going to church, getting back into my word and things like that, and genuinely trusting him and not worrying about it. A lot of times I have the habit of worrying about shit so much. Like, because I be expecting shit to happen in a time frame, and I'm learning and I'm understanding the concept that when you work with God's plan, Like when you sign that dotted line and agree to like do things God's way, it's no longer my time. It's his time. So yeah, I prayed to have stores worldwide for my business. And I pictured it being done by 25, 26. God, like, that's cool. But, like, I know what's going to help in the long run for what you asking me for. Because he said, whatever you pray for, I'm going to give it to you and even more. So he'd be like, I might have to push that back to 28, 30. And I'm learning to be okay with that. I'm learning not to look at other people and be like, so why they able to do it at 24, 25, and I gotta wait to this, and that. Like, I'm admitting it. I'm taking accountability. I would look at other people's life and be like, why them? And not me. I deserve it. Why you making me wait? Did they have to fucking wait? And so I realized, like, child, when I signed up to be a child of God, this is what I signed up for. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the agreement that I signed up for. I'm okay with it. So, what's another trial I can think of? Those the two main ones that was deep for me, like a real trial and tribulation for me, was because excuse me, y'all. Was those two mainly was because of the simple fact that, like, I never thought somebody that's always happy. I'm not always 25/8 happy, but don't get me wrong, I have my days where I be like, I'm not in the mood for nothing and things like that. I'm human. But I'm known, even within myself, that goofy, joyous girl. And then having to experience stuff like that, it's like crazy. And so, and when you're dealing with depression, that's one of the main things that you feel like you can never knock it. And that's why people have that habit of being like, accepting it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they be like, well, this is what it is. And things like that. And I'd be like, it don't have to be like that, though. But me going through that made me realize why they had that mentality. But that's why I'm here to tell you. I feel like that's why God let me go through it, because of the simple fact that I'm able to stand 10 toes in front of people and be like, I went through the same thing you dealing with when it comes to like depression and stuff. It might not be the exact situation, but I know what you feeling. You feeling like it's never ending. You feeling like it's bullshit on stacked on top of bullshit, and you feel like you have to deal with it because it's never fucking ended. And I'm here to fucking tell you that it's not like that. You can definitely get through it. You can definitely get through it. Don't let that fucking enemy win. First of all, he's a fucking liar. He's here to kill, steal, and destroy. So why would you let him do that to you? You not no punk. Don't let him punk you. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to you. If it's sticking out to you, then I'm talking to you. You not no fucking punk. Don't let the enemy punk you. You not no punk. Stand up. I know you'll have your moments where you weaken the knees, and that's okay. It's a part of that healing process. But at some point, you can't. You gotta strengthen them knees up and stand the fuck up. Period. So stand the fuck up. Do what y'all gotta do. But to this day, I just thank God, because I realized I wouldn't have got through that without him. Like, it's not the other shit. Yeah, I had my earthly support, where it was like my friends and family supporting me, being there for me, them being an open air when I needed them to be, them giving me my space when I needed it, and things like that. And I'm forever grateful for y'all and appreciate y'all. But I wouldn't have got out that loop, the loops I was in. I mean, I was on the Joker Jinx just looping. I wouldn't have got off that fucking roller coaster or got out of that fucking storm without God holding my hand, walking me out that shit. Genuinely. That's what I'm saying. Cast your worries to God, man. He got you. It might not feel like it. The enemy would definitely be in your ear telling you, like, girl, you in this alone. He ain't there no more. He right there with you. I promise you. But everything ain't gonna come to you on a silver platter. It's not. So you gotta work for some shit. Sometimes you gotta work for your peace. Sometimes you gotta work for that stability, whether it's mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Like, you gotta work for that shit. Put in the fucking work. What else is it to do? And sometimes when God will humble you, and He'll let you go through that storm to humble you. Cause I ain't gonna lie, he a little petty. He a little petty. He'd be like, "Oh, you feel like you really in your prime, on top of the world and shit. Like I wasn't the one that helped you get to where you at in your prime and on top of the world. Girl, he'll snatch all that shit from you. Don't play with him. He petty. He be like, yeah, I gave it to you, but I can take it back. Give God His credit. Fuck all that universe shit." And I said what I said. The universe ain't did shit. Who the fuck made the universe? Oh. So, and I said what I said. Anybody that know me now, I'm 10 toes TTG about God. We can go head to toe about Him. Really gang about Him. Yeah. I don't play them games. I don't. He been there for me in ways my own parents, my own mama. And if you know Monica, you know. He was there for me in ways she couldn't even. I don't play about that man. So, not too fucking much on my Lord and Savior. I ain't knocking nobody else's beliefs, but don't come for mine. I don't play them games. A little update. I'm moving kind of fast. Okay. Oh, and look at the crinkles, y'all. Hide the body, y'all. Y'all know that TikTok or that video? I think everything on fucking TikTok, y'all. But those all the topics. I'm about to just start chatting, honestly. Man, I said that and NC was like, damn, what the fuck I'm about to talk about? Damn, what the fuck I'm about to talk about? Is that it? Damn, I don't know. I don't know what I want to talk about no more. And it's crazy because y'all, I'm a little crazy. I be talking to myself. I mean, full blown conversation. It's not like, hey Jasmine, hey, like it's not like that. Like I mean, like I just start talking. Ain't nobody gotta be around me. Like I'll just start talking. Crazy girl. Yeah, man. Life too short. Let's start there. Life is short, man. Live it up and do what you want to do, but don't put that pressure on yourself to feel like it gotta be done at a certain time, like a certain age and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I accepted the fact that God might not want me traveling all early in my 20s. He like, I want you to be stable before you start really wilding out and traveling the world like you want to, compared to seeing everybody go to Spain, go to Miami, and go to all these Texas, and just even though it's like slight places, it's you still traveling, you still, getting out of your area, exploring new places. I wanted that. I would always say just go with God's flow. You know how motherfuckers be like, I go with the flow of life. Go with God's flow. It work better. You'll be more at peace, man. Real spill. Period. 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 Alright. Because I know somebody gonna be like, don't start that shit, Jasmine. And so, look, that shit catchy, okay, y'all? That shit is fucking catchy. Damn. That shit catchy, though. I heard she got signed, child, and y'all just be signing anybody. Y'all be signing any fucking body. Any fucking body. Because ain't no way What's she gonna drop? She gonna make a full song of that shit. That shit is catchy though. That's because we had that shit stuck in your head. Like you gotta listen to it. I'm proud to say it didn't stick around as long as I expected it to, but obviously it still stuck around too long for me to still be like, period, period. But y'all, y'all should be proud of me. Um, I'll say it's definitely shout out to my best friends because they are the main ones. My boy and my girl best friend. They the main ones. Like, bitch, get back on your YouTube shit. And I'd be like, child, I don't know what the fuck to post. And they'd be like, post whatever the fuck you want to put on camera. And I was like, okay. Oh, fuck, okay. And I actually been doing it. And I enjoy it. Because I like being on camera. I do. Even like this. I look like a hobo mixed with Shanae. And I'm like really sitting here on camera, like, yeah, y'all. So anyway, I just like being on the camera. So I feel like it's definitely something that I was called to do. I was called to be in the limelight. And yeah, this motherfucker, hour and 16 minutes long, child. I've been chatting. Just got me feeling like I thought I was gonna be talking so much to where I will like been able to talk about all the topics, and then by the time I'm finished talking in this fucking video, I was gonna be done my hair. But I mean, I guess we could do like a recap. So, like I said, when it comes to your friends and relationships, value them, put them to a consideration, and show them. Don't just be like, "Oh, I appreciate you." Show them that you appreciate them. What was the other one? Healing. Remember that healing is a process. It's not something that happens overnight. Take that healing time as time to get to know yourself, figure out what you like to do, go through things by yourself. Like, oh, I ain't mentioned it. Like me, one time during the healing process for me, I took myself to the movies and I realized I enjoyed it. Like, I will generally go to the movies by myself and sit there and generally like enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I do want to try going out to eat by myself. Just to see if I like it, see if I enjoy it. I think I would. You know, just don't give me a booth. Don't bother me. Um, one of my close friends, she made me realize I'm an iPad kid because all I'm probably going to do is like just enjoy my own company and watch a YouTube video while I'm eating in the restaurant by myself. But, and I realized like, damn, because I don't know, when I'm eating something good, y'all, I be wanting something good to match the meal, okay? Like, if I'm eating something good, I want to watch something good. Like, everything just gotta be good. So, I am going to try that during my healing process. Just going out and enjoying my own company. And child, I know you fucking lying. I'm gonna let that motherfucker ring too. All it is a bill collector. Child, we don't even use our house phone. The only person that used the house phone, she ain't with us no more. Rest in peace, Aunt Terry. Was my aunt. Child, when she lived with us, we don't use that damn phone. And they steadily be calling, child. I be asking my mama, y'all. I be like, why do we still have them? Why do we still have a phone, a house phone, house phones? Like, it's not just this one. But she be like, girl, come with our rides and shit, child. Might as well keep it. Might as well keep it, you know. But yeah, like I was saying, healing, it's a process. Not gonna happen overnight. Really take that time to focus on yourself. Don't just say it. Really dedicate that time to yourself. And yeah, accept whatever you went through. Accept that it happened. It is what it is. And you know, start your healing journey. Go figure shit out that you like to do. Shit. Go get on a fucking skateboard and see if you like it. Nah, but seriously. Go hop on a bike. See if you still enjoy biking. Man, the things I want to do to see if I still like it or if I'm into it, it'd be too dangerous to do nowadays. Like, honestly, like, I be wanting to go on walks in the park, like, by myself. Of course, during the day, not like during when the sun just coming up or when the sun is setting. No. But like the world we live in is so crazy nowadays to the point where a motherfucker will harass you in broad daylight. And it's sad because a motherfucker around you will rather pull out their phone and see, like, oh my God, this happened to her, other than stepping in and helping. I don't give a fuck. I'm willing to do it. Like, I had seen a video before and it really irked my nerve because I have a heart for kids. And I seen a viral video of this girl. I mean, this woman is like really beating the piss out her son that's only maybe 5-6 years old, and it's the motherfucker recording. Nah, fuck that. I wouldn't have pulled out my phone. I would have said, you know, that's fucking dead ass wrong and that's unnecessary. Sometimes I get certain situations you have to mind your business. Trust me, anybody that know me know one thing about me, I know how to mind my business. But there's other situations where you gotta build up that strength. You would want somebody to do that for you. And I always put that into consideration. One quote my mother always lived by that she taught me was treat others how you want to be treated. If I was going through something like that, I would want somebody to fucking help me. So I'm going to help you. And I don't care if I had to brawl his fucking mother. I feel like I helped that child. And maybe she will realize the fact that you had the audacity to be bold enough to do this in public. Okay, now, because you did this in public, you give me the right to be in your business. And now I'm going to say something and I'm going to put my fucking 5 cents in. If you know me, I'm going to put it in. And if you want to tussle about that shit, we can really get shit cracking. It's nothing. I'm sorry, I don't fight no more. Yeah. But that shit really broke my heart. And I'm sitting here like, you sitting here recording, like, did you go get security? Like, did you go get anybody to help this little boy? And it's like, it broke my heart to even know, like, you have to go home with this lady tonight. Who knows what she gonna do to you when, you know, you get home. Like, it's crazy. Or when I see a man harassing a woman, or, you know, vice versa. So it could be a woman harassing a man. Like, I do be like, I used to see TikToks all the time of like females being like, can I walk with you because da 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 da, because this man been following me and things like that. And especially if I'm with my friends, yeah, because we like to fight. I've been waiting to use my taser. One of my friends been waiting to poke a bitch up, poke a nigga up. And my other friend, she just crazy. She gonna use whatever in her possession as a weapon. So, so like we be like, yeah, I got you. And I'm only like that because if that was me, I would want somebody to help me. Period. But the times we live in is fucking crazy to where you do be like, I would love to go for a walk in the park, but I ain't got time. And I don't put nothing past nobody, no place. Like, you be like, oh, nothing happened at this park. You go there one time and God forbid something happened to you. They can happen anywhere. It can happen in the suburbs, the ghetto, the basic shit, the fancy shit. Shit can happen anywhere. So it's like, I just be like, child, find my peace somewhere in this house. Where it's safe, child. So, I'm gonna wait till this motherfucker hit like 2 hours. Y'all gonna watch the whole thing? I don't think so. I wouldn't watch no 2 hours full of shit like this. Man, I probably would. I'll be watching like podcasts and stuff. They be like pushing 2 hours, and I'll sit there and watch the whole thing. I'll take a break. Probably come back to it because I got other shit to do. Oh, now my stomach growling. We is hungry. But I'll probably wait till this motherfucker get to like an hour and like 45 minutes or something. Probably not a whole 2 hours. But yeah, go do stuff that's safe and productive. whether it involved money or not. Shit, my best friend just sent me some free museums that's out there in the city. I was like, oh, bitch, we gonna go. I like shit like that. I like going to museums and shit. Take me to an art gallery. Take my picture beside this Picasso. I'm fucking retarded. Take my picture by this Picasso. Nah, but I really am into stuff like that. Like, I like trying new things, new habits, new hobbies, and things like that. So, the same. Goes for the same for tips for getting over X. What I said for like the healing process and things like that. Cause we doing a recap. The shrooms. I mean, if you're gonna do shrooms, be around people you genuinely trust that you know got you. You know. And shit, enjoy the high, babes. We not rekindling or going back over the story time parts, child. Go back, rewind, motherfucker. And when I became a godmother, that's considered like a story time. We not doing that. And the trials and tribulations, man. To sum up that, just know that loop of bullshit that you feel like you in, you can definitely overcome it. You can beat that storm. And you a soldier, man. We all soldiers out here. I know we joke about it and be like, God, I am not your strongest soldier, but you really are, whether you realize it or not. Because if you able to wake up and still go through the day and fight another day, you are a fucking soldier that got through the fucking day. And that take a strong motherfucker, because there's some people out here that unfortunately they took themselves out because they felt like they wasn't strong enough to handle it. So even you fighting that temptation of suicide and you're still here with us, you strong as fuck. So at least give yourself that and realize that it's not going to always happen on your time, and just accept that and be okay with it. And what I'm learning is the simple fact that just whatever you do have control over it, do that. Stop worrying about the stuff that you can't control. You can't control it. Why you worried about it? You know what I'm saying? So, and man, I guess another piece of advice I can give, since it just popped in my head, whatever you want to do, whether it's a new hustle, a new hobby, whatever, go out and do that shit and don't give 5 fucks. Not even one. Don't give no fucking fucks. Not 0, not 5, not 1, not 9. Give no fucks about how a motherfucker feel about it. I don't give a fuck if you want to go skydiving, child. I ain't doing it with you, but if you want to do it, go for it. Do that new shit. Don't be scared to venture out. Rather, if you starting a business, you meeting new people and things like that. Everybody not cruel, in the world. I'm always open to meet new people, but everybody just be lame to me sometimes too, though. That's why I'm like, child. But yeah, man. I'm about to end this motherfucker here, honestly, because I don't know what else to say. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope I wasn't too all over the place and you still able to grasp and understand what I was saying. I'm about to sit here and finish taking out my hair. I'll probably take a break and step outside to go grab me something to eat. I got a free Chipotle thing in my eye. Might stop over there and vibe out, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If you support me, I love you. I thank you for the support. If you don't, you gonna wish you did. And I love y'all. I love all y'all, from the strangers to the people closest to me. Love all y'all. And Shanae out. Child, I don't give a fuck if you don't think I'm funny, bitch. I'm hysterical to me. But alright, y'all. And give me more shit to do. Oh, well, I'm lying. So I had put another poll up. See what I'm talking about? I be like, this is what my cousins be talking about. My family be talking about, y'all. They be like, You say bye and then you be here for another 3 hours. I do, because then we start talking about some more good shit that take about 2 hours. So, damn, what the fuck was I about to say? See, I be forgetting what the fuck I be about to say. I'm too young for this. Oh, that's what I was about to say. Okay. So I had already put a poll up on what my next video should be. And so a lot of people have voted like another vlog or things like that. This not really a vlog. This like a chop it up with me. Oh, that's what I'm gonna call it. Let me write that down. That's what I'm gonna title this. I like that. Chop it up with me, bro. Mind y'all business. Don't be worried about where I'm getting a pen from. I let y'all in my business enough. Like, let me have something to myself. I know. Nah, but seriously. Let me write that down. I like that. Chop it up with me. Don't act like that, pen. Chop it up with me. And then I'm probably going to add while I take out my hair or something. It's not really a vlog, but it's kind of like a hear me talk and you listen. But I had gave the option of like another vlog or mukbang. So those will be the next 2 videos coming up. Stay tuned. So like, I'm going to keep it a bean. I be seeing my views go up, but like, where the subscribers at? Don't fake fuck with me. Fuck with me full out, child. Subscribe to my channel too. And I get it. Some of y'all probably like, nah, bitch, I subscribed to you before. And you took a 5-year break. You took a 2-3 year break from YouTube. I promise you. Especially, child, my boy best friend, he ain't gonna let me take a break if I wanted to, child. He gonna be like, girl, did you record that? And I'm like, so he ain't gonna let me take a break if I wanted to. So it ain't no more breaks, child, until I probably start working again. I ain't gonna count, because like, I gotta get let's get to this money. Yeah, so I gotta get my money. But even while I'm working, I'm gonna make sure I'm consistent and things like that. Especially on my free days, shit, and I got some money. That mukbang gonna be coming soon. Coming to a channel near you. Coming to a channel near you. But yeah, I'm done chatting. I'm about to finish the rest of this. Probably, like I said, step out, get something to eat. Y'all better subscribe to me, or I'm gonna punch your mother. I'm sorry, I ain't mean that, but like, I ain't playing either. Yeah, tell your friends, tell their friends to tell their auntie, tell your little cousins. Y'all got a lot of little cousins like me. Tell all they ass to watch my channel. You know them little motherfuckers bad anyway. Don't be worried about the fact I cuss. It's alright. It's okay. I be cursing. What's wrong with it? I be cussing. It's alright. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video, which is either gonna be a vlog or a mukbang. Bye, y'all.
When the liquor hit, then the bitch dance on my thigh shape. Bitch get thigh shape.
Can you play that again?
When the liquor hit, then the dance on my